Oh, no, thank you for being like extra cautious. All right, my electrician, let's see. Here, can you take this up? Yeah, I know. It's very official.
There you go.
Thank you so much. I just appreciate it so much. I got so much work done for the rest of the week.
Good,
It's
that
amazing.
helps. That helps all.
Oh my gosh, so much. To not
When I
feel
was
like.
in pre-K, you know how many days I had to stay out.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know.
And I was like,
There's so much behind.
I'll do a lot of work.
I mean, we all do too. Everybody does. Hello, everybody. Welcome back.
I
Yes.
love their masks
Thank
too,
you,
by the
thank
way.
you, Joe. Hi, Finn. Hi, Isley. Hi, Colin. Hi, Wheeler. And it looks like Catherine and Eyelet are working on connecting. Let's do some checking off on our schedule here. We're gonna check off snack and recess. We're gonna check on library. Hope y'all liked library with Coach T today. That was kind of a special substitute librarian. We're gonna do some science now, and then we're gonna do some foundations. I think I might have had this a little bit mixed up on our schedule. I think it should be foundations and then science. I think that's how it should go. Okay, let's go ahead and get our magnet tile boards out for today. We used markers and boards yesterday in foundations, so let's get our magnet tile boards out today, everybody. Get those magnet tile boards out. Get those magnet tile boards out. This isn't right. Who's breaking our thing? Right on your schedule, doesn't it? Yeah, it says foundations and then science. Okay, everybody. Magnet tile board time. Yes, you're right. You're right. Science or social studies will be after foundation. All right, magnet tile boards, everybody. Let's write some of our sight words. Let's start with our 2 new sight words we learned this week. Give everybody a minute to get their magnet tile boards out. Come on here, okay, let's write the word be. Like, be careful. Be careful. Let's see, what does it start with? Yeah, a bee. A bee. E. E. What letter makes E? E. I need an E. Awesome. Good job, Elliot. And let me know if you need help getting it out. So we spelled the word be, like be careful. B-E. Wonderful spelling, Finn. Fantastic. B-E spells bee. Okay, what would I spell if I put the B back where it belonged, but I put a W there instead? So now we have W-E. W-E. What would that spell? Oh, for it says it spells we. Let's see. W-E. Let's sound it out. E.
We.
Yes. Nice job, everybody. It spells we. Sort of like the beginning of Wheeler's name, Wheeler, except he has an H in there. All right. Good job, everybody. We spelled the word we. Like we are going to go to the playground. We. Okay. Let's put the W back. And now let's put an M at the beginning. An M. So
Me.
now, oh, Catherine thinks me. Okay, let's see. Let's spell it first. M-E. Okay, now let's sound it out. E. Me. Yes, like it's just me. Like me and you. Good work, everybody. Okay, let's put the M back. Let's put the E back. And now let's spell a hard one. This one's a super tricky one. It's a hard one, y'all. Let's spell the word was. Was. Like I was going to go outside, but then it was raining. Was. Well, what does it start with? What letter? Wah, wah. What letter makes a wah, wah? Yes, a W.
W.
Very good. Wah, wah. Wah. Us. It sounds like a U, but it's not a U. We just have to remember that it's an A.
A.
Yeah, Catherine, remember. We just have to remember. It's such a tricky one. Was.
S.
And was an S. Was. Like I was having a good day. Was. Nice work, Charles. Good job, everybody spelling it. Okay, very good. Let's put that W back. Let's put that A back. Let's put that S back. Okay, and now this is going to be the last word we spell. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to tell you what letters you need. I'm going to tell you 3 letters you need to spell this word, and I want you to figure out what word you can spell with these 3 letters. I want you to figure out what sight word you can spell with these 3 letters. Okay, the 3 letters you're going to need in no particular order are H, E, and T. What sight word can you spell with those 3 letters?
D.
Oh, Eilitz knows. Harrison knows. What do you
A.
think? What sight word? What
A.
sight word though?
E.
Oh yeah, Vina just said our rhyme. Do y'all remember our rhyme? T H E
E.
spells
Spell
D.
D.
Okay, let's put them in order. T H
H.
E spells D.
Spell D.
Very nice job, everybody. Okay, let's do one more of those. That was kind of fun. That was like the mystery sight word game. That was kind of fun. Let's do one more. Okay, put the T back, put the H back, and put the E back. Okay, I'm gonna tell you 3 letters in no particular order, and I want you to figure out what order to put those letters in to spell one of our sight words. Okay, this one you're gonna need an N, an A, and a D. What sight word can you spell with these 3 letters? What do you think? Oh, let's see. Charles and Vina, I think they've got it. Ford thinks he's got it. Let's see. What if I put the A at the beginning, and then the N, and then the D? Good. Please spell it though. Wonderful. It would be A-N-D. And like you and I. And awesome. I'll give you one. Okay, everybody, good job with your sight word spelling with Magna-Tile boards. We can put all the letters back where they belong. Let's put all the Magna-Tiles back where they belong. Let's make sure they're nice in alphabetical order, ready to go for next time we use them. And then we can close our Magna-Tile boards. We can put them back in your bags, Velcro the bags to make sure nothing falls out. Okay, and now we can put our foundations bags away. Now we're gonna do some sight word coloring. We're gonna do some sight word coloring, and then after sight word coloring, we're gonna play our popcorn sight words with our new sight words, be and me. Okay, so first coloring, then popcorn sight words. Okay, that's our plan. First coloring, and then popcorn sight words. And we got to do it, Charles, sorry. I will color these in so you know what the colors are, okay? Give me 1 second to do that for you. It's U-Y-O-U. My class number, Elliot, will you please pass mine out to everybody? Thank you, Elliot. Y-O-U. Yeah, Y-O-U. What do you think, Nina?
I know you.
Yeah.
I thought you said put the U at the beginning.
Oh, yeah, Y-O-U. Did everybody get one, Elliot? Okay, let me switch this. Oh, you have to color it in and figure it out.
We have this one for this week. Is this the correct one? Oh,
Let's see.
no, not the right one.
Oh, I might have the wrong one. I might have showed y'all the wrong one. Let me check. Oh, don't start coloring quite yet. I might have passed out the wrong one for today.
All right, you got the colors?
Huh. Oh, you know what? Yes, I'm so sorry. I showed y'all the wrong one. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you. Yeah, we're going to do this one. So I'll put these colors on there for you kids at home. I'll do those in just a second. Okay. I gave y'all my wrong one.
I'm already doing mine.
I'll take it. Thank you, Elliot. Thank you. I want one. Thank you. Yeah, I'm doing it on the board right now. Oh, I am. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Charles. And I'll take that one. I need one more. Thank you very much. Oh, we'll have to put your mom participating today.
And I don't know what this color to do.
Anybody want me to come out and give you and tell you what colors you need? You do? Okay, I'll be right there.
Following this color key. Following the color key, right? Doing it.
Okay. What? Well, got another one? Let me see if I have another.
What about the X one you have?
The what?
What about the edit to do?
Oh, yeah, we have 2 extra? Yes, there is one.
Color all the words with these colors.
Good.
Okay, now I'm doing the.
Oh, good. Now you're doing all the THE spells the.
I already did all of them.
Okay, I'll come help you.
All the was. Color those weren't. Now you got it all.
All I need to do is bleed and wax. Bleed, wax, bleed, wax. I'm gonna do wax. Wax is- It looks like real
So
color, but I
good.
added them. Right?
That's such a good idea.
The rain can be from a notebook before their color.
Oh.
What? But rain can also go from a notebook before.
You know what? You can have the notes however you like.
Now I figure out if you put a white frosting on the bear, it kind of looks like my bear, and that's my bear. Is Elliot. Elliot, like blah. Yeah, but mine is Elliot. My polar bear is Elliot. Is it actually?
Are you naming your polar bears
I
after
don't know the name.
yourself? I like
They
that.
don't have names. My name is cool. Well, yours should be Charles. Well, it's not.
Yeah, you can name your polar bear whatever you'd like to.
Does it have a name? We'll go with it.
That's true.
I'm done. Wow,
Oh, it's beautiful, Tina.
Oh, Mama.
Oh,
For the sun, I color the line.
oh, you're so good. Okay.
Everything today so far.
You can, yeah. You can take a little break from it.
Charles, now that you're done, you can put it in your red folder.
So look what I did for my want to do, I kind of want it softly, so on the roof like it has.
Oh, yeah, that's a great idea too.
Polar bear? No, yeah, I already did, and it, like, you can do anything for the polar bear. I following. No, the polar bear, like the whole thing, no. Well, I did, so on the blue flag too. Well, I was using something else. What is that thing? You are an idiot. In my bills too, I don't want to go. This is really easy. God. Now I just have to. They should slow in this. When you're little kids, slow this to keep you busy so you're on.
Yeah. So they can get some work done.
What is that? Because you don't really want to. Yeah.
When? And like pre-K?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yay, that's so pretty. I love all the little pieces. So cute. So cute. Okay, let's go ahead. Put it in there. Looks good so far, Harrison. Yeah, okay. Add these two to the bag. Your scissors, check and see if they're in your bin. Look for your bin. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Let's add these two in the back. What about? Okay, let's put it back. Look good, Ford. You're all done, Charles? Okay.
I made some but I like flat, so when
Yeah.
now
You can tell me the new sight words here. You don't have to put up with that. Just add it. Can you tell me the new one? B. B. Oh, good, Charles. What's that? You didn't find it? Okay.
Okay, kids at home, we're starting to finish up our sight word coloring in the classroom. And now we're starting to play our popcorn sight words. I'll put these up here. We're starting to play our popcorn sight words. And Wheeler, I know you don't have these at home, sweetie. I put yours in your popcorn sight word bag, so you'll have them in your bin, okay? If you want to take a little bit of a break, Wheeler, we're going to start science in about 10 minutes, okay? Looks good,
Okay.
Isley. You're starting to cut out your sight words. Good.
I haven't even started. Look at the puppy. And now we're gonna have even more chocolate. I thought they're gonna have like a. I thought they were great. A-D-J. I have to.
You don't have to. Just
Oh, is there? Okay, that's a good idea. Yes, that's right, Elliot.
Good cutting, Isley. Great. Oh, and good. Colin's doing some sight word coloring. Looks good, kids at home. So Finn, we just finished up our sight word coloring in the classroom, and now we're doing our popcorn sight words. This is what we're playing in the classroom.
Yes.
I don't want to ocean water. I got these from my house and put them in my bin. In my museum. And it's really fun.
Yeah.
Ocean water.
Okay, that works. Yeah, so we're almost done for the day. We're just gonna do some science and then story time.
What time is it?
It is 11:32.
At 11 watch.
Oh yeah.
And look at my wrist. In red sweatshirt. I look really close there. Nails.
But no watch, huh?
Hot. Me too. Let's see. What? I got on the blue. You have ocean water face on the blue. Can you show me that? Come over. I got this from my house when I needed it. Yeah. Why is it turning? It has to be on the side. Look. I see you. Look. I got me. Look at this. I can see what I have. No, this is because I'm public. You can't see my eyes. You can't see me, right? I can see with both eyes. I can see green. I can see children. I can see right? Right? I can see me.
Okay, everybody, let's play popcorn sight words for a couple more minutes and then we'll start some science. So we'll do our sight words for a couple more minutes and then we're gonna start some science. Okay, I'll give you some more time for it.
Oh, here it smells so good.
I bet you like me. I got it. One, me. I got that.
Yes, so good, peanut. I don't want to without you. Yes, oh, so good. Great. Elliot, make sure you're not touching anybody. Make sure you're not touching Charles.
Me? That we keep getting. Yeah, we keep getting.
Good job, Ford. Put this in your red book.
You know something funny?
That's okay.
I also want to eat.
Cool. Oh, yeah, I see that.
I want to eat every day. I like these.
Okay, Harrison, I'm going to cut yours out just so you can put them in your bag. You'll have time. Harrison, do you remember this one?
No, I got A.
Do you remember this one? Very good, Harrison.
And, okay, I'm gonna try to get a new diamond. No, come on, I got it. Oh, I got me.
You got the new one?
I got I made it and it's cool, but it doesn't raise the front. I tried to make it so
I think it looks good. Here, Elliot,
I got the other new one. I got the other new one.
Yay, you got the other one. What's that one for? Yes, so good. All right, Harrison, your spot's over here, sweetie. In your area, I want to go to the restroom before we start talking. No. Okay. Let me know if you need to go.
This one.
You didn't touch anybody around you? Good job. Okay, Ford, good job finishing your work.
This one is me.
Consider all you have to do is tell me what word it is. And then last one, B. B. So good. Yeah, I'm so glad now we can tell your mom what you can do. You want that one?
Now I have two boxes. Now I have two of the same box.
Very good. Wonderful work.
Is it about penguins?
Which sticker would you like? It's a great recommendation. Take it from two over here. And one. You want a Wanda one? There's another Wanda one. Let's see if I can find another one. Did you find the one that you go okay with your stickers? You go pick one you like? Okay. Okay, are you ready to do science, everybody?
Okay, everybody, we are ready to do science in the classroom. How are y'all doing at home? Are y'all finished with popcorn sight words? You can always finish up with popcorn sight words later, or you can do them when we're doing science. For science, we're gonna read a book about some polar animals, and then we're gonna watch a brain pop about the South Pole. Okay, y'all are getting so good with your sight words. Okay, so remember, the top of the Earth is the North Pole. That's where the polar bears and the Arctic animals live. And then the bottom of the Earth is the South Pole. That's where the penguins and the Antarctic animals live. So here are some animals that live at the top of the Earth in the Arctic Ocean. So polar bears, they live on that frozen ice over the Arctic Ocean. Penguins live at the bottom. They live in Antarctica. The narwhal is a polar animal. Narwhals live in the Arctic Ocean. They are mammals. It seems like they'd be fish, right? But narwhals are mammals. They have warm blood. They breathe air. They have babies that are alive. They don't lay eggs, and their babies drink milk from their moms underwater. Isn't that amazing? So narwhals are Arctic mammals. Let's see what else we have. Harrison, please go back to your spot. We have the snowy owl. Snowy owls live in the Arctic. They migrate to find food. They eat rodents like lemmings and mice. And snowy owls must guard their nests from wolves. We have caribou. Another word for caribou is a reindeer. Another word for caribou is reindeer, and they live in the Arctic area. They live in large herds, and they migrate to find food. They're herbivores, so they eat plants like grasses. And then we have humpback whales. So humpback whales migrate every year. They spend their winters in warm water, and they spend their summers in cold water. And humpback whales are mammals too. It seems like they'd be a fish, right? But they're mammals. They have warm blood like we do. They don't lay eggs. Their babies are alive when they're born. And they have to breathe air. And their baby whales drink milk from their moms underwater. That's amazing. So they're mammals. And we have beluga whales live in the Arctic. They're the smallest type of whale. They eat fish and octopus and crabs and squid. And the walrus. Walrus is a polar animal. They spend half their time on land and half their time in the water. They're carnivores, so they eat meat like crabs and clams.
Are they even smaller than humans?
I don't know. Okay, and then we have the Arctic fox. Arctic fox, they're omnivores. They eat meat and plants. They eat both. They like to they like to pounce in the snow. So they'll listen in the snow and they'll see if they can hear a little mouse or an Arctic hare under the snow in a tunnel. And then if they hear one, then they'll pounce in the snow and catch it. I'll try to find some videos for you. It's so cute. Yes, just like that, Harrison. And Arctic fox, they also eat berries, and they live in burrows in the snow. We also have the Arctic wolf. Arctic wolves are fast runners. They have good hearing, good sight, and good smell. They live in packs of about 5 to 6 wolves, and they're carnivores. So they eat only meat like seals, caribou, Arctic hares, Arctic fox.
What kind of wolf?
And we have an elephant seal. So elephant seals live in the Antarctic. They live in Antarctica at the bottom near the South Pole. They spend most of their time in the water, and only male elephant seals have that big snout. And they're carnivores, so they eat octopus, penguins, squid, and orcas and sharks like to eat elephant seals. Oh, Vina has a question. Yes, Vina? You can go, sweetie. Yes. Okay, we have a leopard seal. Leopard seals also live in Antarctica at the bottom near the South Pole. They're smaller than elephant seals. They are excellent swimmers, and they eat penguins and fish. And orcas are their predators. Orcas like to eat elephant seals.
And penguins.
They eat the penguins. And then here is the orca. Some people call orcas killer whales, but they're not actually a whale. They're actually a type of dolphin. And orcas live in the Arctic Ocean and the Antarctic. Oh, Finn, do you have a question or something you want to say? What do you want to tell us?
Well, didn't you say yesterday that we could read a book about penguins?
Yes, I have one. Don't worry. I did not forget. I remembered. We are going to watch a brain pop about the South Pole, and then we're going to read a book about penguins. And then tomorrow, we're going to watch a brain pop about penguins and learn how to draw a penguin. So you're really going to like science tomorrow. Yes, but don't worry. We're going to read a book about penguins still today. Don't worry. Okay, and orcas, they hunt for their prey using echolocation underwater, kind of like bats use it in the air. Orcas eat sea turtles, seals, octopus, fish, squid. Okay, and then we have back to polar bears. All right, everybody, let's watch a brain pop about the South Pole, and then we're gonna read a book about penguins. Okay, let me get my brain pop up about the South Pole. This might take me just a second, so be patient, please. Almost there. My computer's been going a little slow today, but it's almost there. So we watched the brain pop yesterday about the North Pole at the top of the Earth, and today we're going to watch the brain pop about the South Pole at the bottom of the Earth. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you all at home. Okay, can everybody see it? Give me a thumbs up if you can see it. A thumbs up if you can see it. Wonderful. And then here we go. I'm going to press play. Make sure you can hear it. Let me know if you can't hear it, okay?
Oh, whoa! Dear Tim and Moby, what does the pole marking the South Pole look like? From Sandra. What are you laughing at? There actually is a pole marking the South Pole. It's striped red and white with a metallic ball on top. See? Told ya. This ceremonial South Pole is actually a few hundred meters away from the geographic South Pole. The geographic South Pole is where Earth's axis of rotation meets the southern surface of the planet. It's at 90 degrees south latitude, where all longitude lines on the planet meet. The South Magnetic Pole is a different story. It's almost 3,000 kilometers away, at the spot where Earth's magnetic field points directly up and down. When people talk about the South Pole, they usually mean the geographic one. As you can see, it's located on the continent of Antarctica. Antarctica is the largest desert in the world, with less than 30 centimeters of precipitation per year. Since it's so cold, the precipitation has added up over millions of years. Much of Antarctica's rocky land is covered by more than 2 kilometers of ice. On the coasts, winds gust up to 320 kilometers per hour. And Antarctic winters see temperatures as low as minus 89 degrees Celsius. The South Pole winter lasts from about June 21st to September 21st, like the rest of the Southern Hemisphere. But it's a dark place during its winter months. In fact, it gets no sunlight at all. Well, as the Earth orbits the Sun, the tilt of its axis stays constant. So from about March 21st to September 21st, the Sun does not shine on the South Pole. And from September 21st to March 21st, the Sun never sets. Despite the harsh conditions, hundreds of species of plants grow there, mostly mosses and lichens. And a surprising number of animals like penguins, whales, and sea lions call Antarctica home. Well, no people actually live there full time. Humans first reached the South Pole in 1911 in an expedition led by a Norwegian explorer named Roald Amundsen. These days, scientists from around the world work in outposts on the continent. But they don't stay there year-round, so the South Pole has no permanent human population and no government. Visitors follow a set of international laws called the Antarctic Treaty System. Okay, can we go back now? Oh right, the ozone hole. In the 1980s, scientists noticed a drastic thinning of the ozone layer over Antarctica. The ozone layer matters because it protects us from the sun's harmful ultraviolet radiation. And it keeps the polar ice caps from melting too fast. Over 70% of the fresh water on Earth is locked up in the Antarctic ice. If it all melted, sea levels around the world would rise dramatically, and who knows what would happen to the weather. Well, most developed countries have stopped making the chemicals that destroy ozone, so that's one step in the right direction. What? You know how to make ozone? Huh. Well, we have to stay here for you to do it. Well, you can stay here, but... What? No, you do some jumping jacks. I'm still cold. Still cold. Moby.
Okay, there was our brain pop about the South Pole. So tomorrow we're going to do our brain pop about penguins, and we're going to learn how to draw penguins, and we're going to read another book about penguins tomorrow, okay? But for today's science, we can read a book about one of our South Pole animals, the penguin. All right. As winter approaches, the emperor penguins march non-stop day and night to cross the snow and ice. At the end of their long trip, the penguin finds their mate. Each couple produces one precious egg. The female lays her egg and then returns to the sea for food. So, at the beginning of the Antarctic winter, the female penguin lays one single egg in the shape of kind of a pear. Then she passes the egg to the male penguin. It must not drop onto the ice or it would freeze. So the egg has to stay on the dad's feet, just like this. He keeps it nice and safe away from the ice. The father balances the egg on his feet. He then covers it with his warm fur. The penguin dads keep the eggs warm throughout the bitter winter. Hundreds of them huddle together for warmth. An emperor penguin chick hatches at the end of the Antarctic winter. Its father kept the egg warm all those months. He has not eaten that whole time. Now he must care for the new chick until the mother returns. An emperor chick is covered with a layer of woolly down. When it's older, it will molt or lose the feathers, and a coat of shiny waterproof feathers will replace them. A new chick snuggles between his father's warm legs after it hatches. The mother returns after 2 months at sea. The mother returns with squid and fish to feed the baby. Both parents go fishing when the chick is old enough to wait with the other chicks. When the feathers have molted, the chicks go to the sea and learn to fish for themselves. Okay, so that was about our penguins. And don't worry, tomorrow we have 2 books about penguins. We have a brain pop about penguins, and we're going to draw penguins tomorrow. So that'll be fun. Yes, Vina. Good job raising your hand. You do. Oh, good. I'm glad it's not too big. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll get you a Band-Aid when we're done with story time. If you want, just remind me, okay? Okay. I know. I saw that. We're going to check off foundation. We're going to check off science. So now we've got story time and then pack up and go home. All right. Let's read some stories, everybody. And then we'll be all done for the day with me. Okay, we haven't done a Franklin book in a while. Let's do Franklin's New Friend. Franklin had always lived in the same house in the same town. He had grown up with his friends, and each one had a special place in Franklin's life. When Franklin wanted to play hide and seek, he knew to call Fox. When Franklin needed a best friend, he knew to call Bear. Franklin never thought about making a new friend until a new family moved in down the street. Franklin was curious about the newcomers. He rubbed his eyes as the movers unloaded their furniture. The beds were made for giants, and the lamps were as tall as trees. When Franklin finally saw the family, he was speechless, which means he didn't know what to say. Franklin had never met a moose before. He had heard about a moose. He had seen pictures, but he'd never actually known one. They were huge. Even the smallest moose was big. Franklin was so scared that he raced home. A moose family moved in. That's nice, said Franklin's mother. Maybe you'll make a new friend. Franklin shook his head. Oh, I don't think so. Well, I expect you to be nice when you meet someone new, warned his mother. Franklin scowled, so he made a face like, oh. The next morning, there was a new moose in his classroom. Please give a warm welcome to your new classmate, said Mr. Owl. Hello, Moose, said the class in unison. Moose mumbled hello and looked at his feet. He doesn't look very friendly, thought Franklin. So look at Moose. Franklin thinks he doesn't look very friendly, but maybe it's just that he's shy. Maybe he's nervous. It could be that. Mr. Mole told the class that Moose had come from a different place far away. Franklin, said Mr. Owl, I'd like you to be Moose's buddy for the day and show him around. Franklin tried to smile, but he was scared. Moose was so big. Moose didn't say a word all morning. At recess, Franklin ran outside with his friends, leaving Moose behind. But Mr. Owl reminded Franklin that he was Moose's buddy. Do you want to play? Asked Franklin. Moose shook his head no. Moose and Franklin was relieved. During recess, Moose stood alone as Franklin and his friends played soccer. Fox kicked the ball too hard, and it flew into a tree. Now we'll never get it. We'll have to get Mr. Owl, groaned Bear. Well, I could get it, said Moose. He knocked the ball out of the tree and sent it flying over to Franklin. Wow, that was great, said Fox. I guess, shrugged Franklin. Back in the classroom, Mr. Owl asked Franklin and Moose to make a poster for the bake sale. I don't need any help, said Franklin. Mr. Owl talked to Franklin alone. Franklin, try to imagine how Moose feels. He's new, and he has no friends here yet. He's probably scared. Well, Moose can't be scared, said Franklin. He's too big. Mr. Owl looked at Franklin. Big or little, we all get scared. Franklin thought about that. Franklin got the paints and the paper. Do you want to help me, Moose? Oh, yes, said Moose. I love to draw. They sat side by side and planned the poster together. Franklin realized that Moose didn't seem so big when he was sitting down. After much work, the poster was perfect. They both thought so. At library time, Franklin taught Moose how to borrow books. Moose showed Franklin how to cut a perfect circle. They both liked to build structures. Franklin and Moose had a lot in common. At lunch, Franklin made sure that Bear and his other friends got to know his new buddy. They liked Moose. Besides, he was a really good soccer player. When Franklin got home from school, he was happy. Guess what? He told his mother. I have a new friend. Oh, so you met Moose? Asked his mother. What's he like? Moose is big, said Franklin, but he's not mean or scary. Oh, good, said his mother. Would you like to take him these cookies? Franklin went to Moose's house. They ate all the cookies together. I'm glad you were my buddy today, said Moose. I was worried that nobody would play with me. Really, said Franklin. He could barely remember being afraid of Moose. From then on, Franklin and Moose played together all the time. Now Franklin's new friend was a special friend.
Guess what, everybody? I heard that too.
You read that one before? Yeah, so that's Franklin's new friend. Ooh, Elliot, you've got that one at home? Cool. Okay, we've got time for another one. Let's read the Good for Nothing button. And I see a sight word, T-H-E spelled V. Yay! Good job. The Good for Nothing button. So the first page, there's a bunch of Piggy and Gerald's reading this very same book that we're reading. What are you reading, Piggy? Tee-hee-hee-hee. Nothing. Nothing? Well, I can see you're reading something. I'm reading something about nothing. That is something I want to read too. Oh, so look, they're going to read the same book we're reading. Hey, look, it's Yellowbird. Hi, Yellowbird. Worm says, yikes. Look what I have. Wow. Wowie, wow, wow. I can't believe it. What is it? It's a button. A red button. Red is my favorite. What does it do? Nothing. Nothing? Yes, nothing. Watch. Press. See? Nothing. Oh, look, they both have a question mark, so they're both wondering about that. How does it do nothing? May I press the button? Yes, Bluebird, you may press the button. Press. Wow! Wow, what? The button is so easy to press. It surprised me. A surprise is not nothing. That is true. May I press the button? Yes, Redbird, you may press the button. Yay! Button, button, button! I'm pressing the button. Press. Aw, the button did not surprise me. See, the button does nothing. Redbird, now you're sad. And sad is not nothing. That is true. What? The button cannot make you sad. The button does nothing. May I try it again? Okay, fine. Here it goes. Press nothing. Wow! Oh, the button surprised you again. It did. The button makes us happy. Happy button, happy button, happy button. Stop! The button does nothing. See? Press. I am pressing the button. Press, and nothing is happening. Press. It is a good for nothing button. Uh-oh, the button is making him mad. The button is not making me mad. Now I will prove it. I'm pressing the button. Press. Look, I'm not mad. I'm relaxed. Now the button is making him calm. What? Ah! Press, 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 press. The button cannot make me calm or mad or happy or surprised or annoyed, scared or icky or anything else. Ah, yellow bird, we know what the button does. The button makes you funny. Funny? Funny? Oh, I like being funny. Funny is fun. Let's all be funny. Press, press, press. Funny, funny, funny. Button, button, button. Crash. They're being silly. Wow, that button does everything. That is true. What should we do now? More nothing? Nothing is my favorite. And the little worm says, that button gives me a headache. Oh no, it was the button was on top of his head and they kept pressing it. Now he has a headache. Oh look, Piggy and Gerald finished reading the book too. They say, this book makes me want to press a button. I see our new sight word. M-E, me. This book makes me want to press a button. Piggy says, I do not see any buttons around
And two.
here. But look at Gerald. Gerald
And
has
two.
an idea. And two.
Two.
T-O spells two. You're right, Violet.
This button makes me want to press.
Yes, and then
Press a
Ford
button.
sees, very good. Ford sees the word A too. Nice. I do. Beep. Press. Oh, because Piggy's nose looked like a button. So cute. And then Piggy says, I am impressed. Like press a button, impressed. She made a little joke there. And the back of the book is Piggy and Gerald reading the book. And one sneaky pigeon reading it too with them. Oh my goodness. All right, everyone. I had a good day with you today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. You can take a little break and then do art with Miss Aria later if you want. Bye, Finn. Bye, Colin. Bye, Aya.
Bye 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 bye.
See y'all tomorrow.